to say about these streets that we all live in. And I think for me, as much as TikTok, man, we can always make a TikTok song. I always say, like, we've proved it again and again. Like, a TikTok smash is easy to make. Right. What's harder is to get someone to, motivate themselves to not kill themselves. So for me, that's where I am musically. Like, I can always do the TikTok, but, I just want to change lives.
I hear you. Chicco.
What's good, partner?
What's good, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling. It's just a bit chilly.
No, I know. I see you in the corner. You're like a chill guy most of the time as well, yeah? What's going on with you, man, generally?
I'm just happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to be here.
Is it your first time in London?
Yeah? Yeah, it's my first time, bro.
Okay. So, for those, just before I get into my conversation with you, I need to just say that congratulations on the show that you guys had last week Friday, which was your... It's a new way of actually doing like an album, like an album showcase, right?
Yeah.
Because people will do do that around the time when the album is about to launch or when it does launch. This felt like more like a concert, and bringing the whole crew. I mean, shout out to the organizers, Piano People, for organizing that. That's pretty dope. Chicco, so now when you got the call that you were coming to London, let's start from there. Yeah, when you were told that you were going to come. Who's calling? I don't know if people would be doing that. See, people here on the air and they want to talk to you almost immediately. All right, so when you got the call that you were coming to London, right? What went through your mind? Just talk to me how the conversation was like. And I'm getting somewhere, but I want to hear from you.
Excitement, like I said. The first thing was excitement. But also, I wasn't surprised because it was through the gang. They traveled a lot.
Right.
They put together a lot of crazy shows. So, like, it was just something that ultimately was inevitable, but through them, it just made it feel like, perfect, let's go.
It's about time.
Yeah. It was just excitement, bro. Like, for the most part, it's just genuinely also very overwhelming, to come out here, you see everyone, like, sell out their shows, everyone knows your songs. It's quite an overwhelming experience, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and humbling to
very,
extent
very,
well,
very.
Now, I asked this question because most of the times, right, it's there's this sense of disbelief that comes in, right, but when you come to the realization that it is true, one, it reaffirms that decisions that you have made in life, are actually the right decisions to make. But then, do you also get to that moment where you start to ask yourself, okay, what are my decisions going forward?
I think that's I'll speak on everyone's behalf here to say, like, that's an everyday conversation,
right.
like, because ultimately it's not, we're trying to do more. Eventually we're trying to host like our own wireless show,
right.
But it's just I'm a piano. It's not even to seclude anyone from it, but that's the heights that we want, this thing we are growing to get to,
Right.
So every single day we will think about the next best thing. We will try to put together the next best thing. If you know Adele, like, get her on a song with Focus so you can move, bro. Meet that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just it, really. Like, trying to do more than we did yesterday.
So let's go back to the origin for you. Like, when did you first fall in love with music?
With music?
Yes.
I can't say, bro. Since birth, bro. I don't know, cause it's like I come from a very musical family. Yeah. So it was just passed on.
Who's musical in the family?
My grandmother.
Okay.
So my grandmother to my father, from my father to us.
Your father was an artist as well?
My father was not an artist per se, but he professionally.
Music. Okay.
But he was very artistic, very artistic. So, it's bad. Like, my first song was on the phone. So I used 2 phones to record the song. Like one the first. So I can't really tell you. Can't pinpoint where it started, and I think that's a really fair answer because also, even after we pass away, also the music is not gonna die, it's not gonna stop either. So I can't tell you where it starts and where it stops.
But so let me rephrase that. What was the first genre? What was the first genre you were introduced to music? What was the first thing you can remember?
Hip hop, bro. Look at us, bro. We hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just it. So ultimately, it's also to an extent the sound piano, for example. I'm a piano, for example. It felt like a really we were we were raised by the TV. You see, a lot of people when I'm out here, they think I'm from New York. I'm like, why?
I was gonna get to your accent as well because you have.
No, it's TV, bro. We just watch a lot of TV, dog. So,
I hear you, bro.
So at some point, actually, like, it was really hard to fit in, you know, because you couldn't be yourself.
Yeah.
You couldn't love the sound for what it is. Like, you first had to conform to, like, some norms and some stereotypes. So we some hip-hop, we some young fellas, you know?
Yeah.
And ultimately, we just tried embodying who we truly are through the sound. And I think for it to take us to such great heights, there's no way we're gonna stop, bro. I don't think we're ever gonna do that. I even lost train of thought, bro. What was your question?
No. So so essentially you answered the question. You answered the question by, because at the end of the day, it really boils down to one thing, right? Being able to find your own identity, right? So in whatever way you introduce to music, ultimately you have been able to find your identity in the music and be able to tell your story, and that's really what I like, man. I really appreciate that. This Super League, Foca.
Yeah.
Is there like a, what's the, you know how in football clubs you first of all have to go to the academy and then the scouts look at you, and is there a formula for getting to the Super League? How does that work to join the Super League?
The only formula is that you have to have a passport from Pitori.
Okay.
You know,
you gotta be Victorian,
yeah, you gotta have a passport from Pitori, and you gotta pass the, you know, we have 7 channels of dopeness. We check if your song is dope. But other than that, man, it's just genuine vibes. Like, for real, you just gotta. For me, I wouldn't speak for the gang, but like, for me, I gravitate towards dope music. You know, I'm still that same kid who would check other people's laptops for songs that I missed, and you know, so for me, the Pitori Super League is about anyone who's dope, man.
Dope.
Like, I don't think we have any beefs. I don't have beefy. We don't have beef. We don't have stew. We don't have chicken. Nothing.
No, not chicken too?
Just pure music. Just pure music. School, you know.
So wait, so with the league itself, does it have to be people from Pretoria or not? It doesn't matter. Are you all from Pretoria?
Yeah.
Every single one.
That's the point. That's
0, 1, 2.
No, just in case. You never know. Some people just, you know, they pass the trials. They're just good enough to be there.
Nah. Pitori. I think, you know, it also makes more sense because the way we were raised, you know, the way we were raised, you know, our respect is the same. You know, we kind of like just gel well, because if you're from Pretoria, there's a certain, you know, we call it seriti.
Seriti.
Like, yeah, seriti. There's a certain,
what does that mean?
just the aura, the way you carry yourself, you know. So we're 100% sure that, you know, we won't have problems with each other, you know. It's for life.
Do you think we could join? Are we good enough to join?
I think if you come and eat something we call as pato, if you have to eat this thing for 14 days, then you can be.
That's the phase 1 of the
phase 1.
Yeah.
Wait.
6 more stages to go.
Sounds like a ritual.
And then he said there are 7 channels, so maybe it's seven rituals I have to go along with it. Hey, listen, man, I swear to God, this is really dope. Let's get into some music real quick, and then I want to bring on Charo to come on and say a few words as well. Polo, hit me up with something, man. Hit me with something real nice, all right? 103.6 to beat. Douglas Jakin here. This is such an amazing conversation. I swear to God, man. I mean, having a chat with FOCALISTIC and the crew, it's just awesome. Y'all stick around for a second, all right?
Yeah,
we done. Sorry.
About nyagam.
Oh, lanyakanya.
About
Ay,
nyaganya.
keting lanyaka sisay. Sawara.
No, I let it all play.
No,
So in the log it's captured.
No,
Yes.
it looked.
Yes.
Barely.
So just making sure, because
No.
About nyaganya.
No.
About nyagi.
Guys.
Lanyaka
Chief,
chip.
what's your name, man?
Lanyakaya kalenda.
Yan, yeah?
Reding.
one second. There was only one song in that we transferred.
If one nyagam from
He's the one that I was put in touch with through Ike from the
Easy.
Yeah, oh shit. Nice one.
Sure.
Kopelo dumedise babi wa rona. Hey Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper.
Mr. Cooper.
So thank you for coming.
Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Hercule, Instagram me Fuka. You heard it here first. Yeah. Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper.
I've seen it on TikTok.
Mr. Cooper.